A few moments later.
Anyway, Elbaf. This is some great stuff. Let's talk about this. So I talked about Hachinosu in the last video. And, alright, so now it's all about Elbaf. Now we're going to talk about Elbaf. With what happened with Boa, we have the stuff that's going to go down in Hachinosu, in my opinion. You know, a big, huge battle with the Marines, or something to do with Garp, in my opinion. We might get Garp feats on Hachinosu, something. But Elbaf is going to be so stacked if this happens, alright? We've talked about Sphinx, we've talked about Hachinosu at this point. So now it's all about Elbaf. If the gag about Boa marrying Luffy and going to see Luffy comes true, we're getting Boa on Elbaf, right? We're getting Boa on Elbaf, we're getting Rady showing up, it's Shanks' territory, we get the two Roger Pirates meeting again, we get all the Luffy Joy Boy lore probably dropped, you know, Rady and Shanks knowing what's up. This is going to be wild. And if Kid's the main antagonist for this Elbaf arc,
hey, I'm back.
Right, and Kid, you know, maybe Kid gets some feats, Kid gets some backstory, we get Loki, we get an L showing up. If all this happens, man, Elbaf's gonna be stacked. Like, let's not sugarcoat it. We're talking, people are saying Elbaf's gonna be 30 chapters, maybe even 15. I'm more going on 15. But like, if Oda really wanted to, he can make an entire year's worth of chapters on Elbaf, because he can have so much dropped here, right? If you wanted to do it this way, this is a 3-year long final saga, right? You've got like 5 chapters on Sphinx, right? And then you've got like 45 chapters on Elbaf, right? That's an entire year. Then you've got another like 10 chapters on Lodestar. Then you've got 40 chapters finding the One Piece, all that stuff, right? And then the rest of the chapters are dealing with the final war and everything surrounding it. Because I honestly think, right, Elbaf, just think about it, after this chapter, Elbaf could be stacked, because we could have Rayleigh and Shocky going along with Boa, because they obviously know Luffy's probably there, Shanks is there. Maybe he just wants to see Shanks. Maybe he knows Luffy's somewhere nearby, and he's like, Luffy's eventually going to go there for the final poneglyph. I might as well chill around, right? And then he obviously wants to interact with Luffy because the Sun God stuff, man, that's obviously going to be important in some regard. And honestly, to see Luffy meet again with these two behemoths in Rayleigh and Shanks, and obviously people are going to love the shippers are going to love the Boa Luffy interactions and things, and Boa finding out Kobe was a friend of Luffy's, and she's like, oh no, why did I do that? And Luffy's like, oh, don't worry about it, Kobe would have hunted you down anyway. He wanted to be a Marine Admiral. You know what it is. I respect it, you know? But at the end of the day, what I'm really looking forward to here is all those Luffy Boa fanboys getting all upset because Luffy gets a Nami, boys. Nah. Honestly, though, I do prefer that pairing, but I don't really like to get into shipping, to be honest with you. Too much effort that I do not have. But yeah, man, think about it. Think about those stocks. We get some Shanks feats in Elbaf. We get some Rady feats. We get information on what the whole deal was with Blackbeard taking Kobe. We get information on the final road poneglyph. We get information on where Elbaf is, right? Not only that, we get the red hair pirates interacting with the Straw Hats. We get Usopp finishing his character arc. Like, think about how much stuff that is. And we might even get Big Mom showing up again, if she's not actually dead. And then Anel as well. Like, there's so many things, because the whole Sun God, Moon God sort of deal. And like, this arc could mean so much. There could be so much stuff to this arc. And in my opinion, right, let's actually put it down here, right? Let's say the villains are as follows, right? We got Big Mom, Anel, Kid, and Loki, right? So we got the main sort of focus villain being like Loki for Usopp, right? Loki is Usopp's big villain. He saves the people of Elbaf from Loki's tyrannical rule or whatever. And then he becomes like a legend in Elbaf as a brave warrior of the sea. And like, every giant in Elbaf loves this guy. Everyone loves Usopp after that, right? And then we've got, it's hard to say, because you could say maybe Kid you could argue Kid fights against Luffy, but let's take an L out of it for a second. We'll talk about an L and possibilities later. So we got Kid. I think Kid I think Kid goes off against Shanks, to be honest with you. Shanks and Rayleigh. Maybe even just Rayleigh. Or hell, maybe Boa. Maybe he goes after Luffy at first and Boa kicks his head in. Maybe we get some Boa feats. Maybe Boa goes after Kid because he attacked Luffy, right, when he first saw him. And Boa's disgusted. She's like, how dare you go after the man I'm going to marry? How dare you? She's like, how dare you? How dare you? And she goes off on him, right? And starts beating his ass. And that'd be fun, right? We get some Kid backstory. Maybe Shanks gets involved somehow. And then Big Mom is like this big chaotic background character because that's what she is, right? And she's kind of dealing with both sides. She's attacking Kid, she's attacking Luffy, she's attacking Boa, she's attacking everybody. And she's trying to figure out what's up with the giants. Maybe she has some conflict with Loki, right? And there's a lot to be said. And I think Enel versus Luffy, if Enel is involved, is a more accurate fight because, man, we have to get that sun versus moon god stuff. And either way, this is outlandish as all hell. At the very least, I do believe the guaranteed villains are Loki. Loki and Enel seem more likely to me, if I'm going to be honest with you. I think Big Mom doesn't seem that likely anymore, in my opinion. But if this shit goes down, think about it. Elbaf, not only will it will have lived up to the hype with all these big names showing up in a short amount of time and just having all this lore dropped on us with the fourth poneglyph. We'll find out where Laugh Tale is. Hell, right? Just hear me out. What if, okay, forget about an L for a second. What if those three are the main villains? So we got Loki and we got Kid and Big Mom, right? And so Luffy faces off against Big Mom, right? Boa takes on Kid and Usopp takes on Loki, right? And then whatever, right? That happens, yeah. Luffy takes on a Yonko 1v1, takes down the final member of the old guard that he's not friends with. And then Robin finds the final poneglyph. And we figure out, where is it? It's on the moon, yeah? The One Piece can be found on the moon. And let's say it's at a particular time. Like maybe it's during, maybe it's during an eclipse or something. I don't fucking know. Maybe it's a particular time period, right? And then Luffy goes up to find the One Piece in the next arc or so. Maybe it's a connected part of Elbaf. And then who's standing in his way but Enel, the one and only Pirate King Enel, right? Or Eneru, whatever. And think about the hype. And let's say Lodestar, right? Why are we going to Lodestar after that? Because you need the material. Because Frankie needs materials from Lodestar. It can be as simple as that. We can have some conflict there. Maybe we temporarily go to a sky island up in Lodestar. And then that's how you get to that's how you get to the One Piece. You have to go through like a rocket launcher. You have to go through like a sort of sky island rocket launcher up onto the moon or something, and Frankie's got to make a ship that can do that. I think that would be crazy. And I know it sounds out of this world because, well, I mean the moon, but man, think about the hype of even if half this happens. Even if the first half, without all the moon, Lodestar jumping off shit happens in Elbaf, the lore dumps alone are going to make this a fantastic arc. And if it's a short arc as well, and we just get banger chapter after banger chapter after banger chapter with no breaks. Well, not no breaks as in like actual no chapter breaks, but as in no breaks as in you're not gonna have a slow chapter. It's just 15 to 20 chapters of pure gold. Pure platinum gold. We're talking prime material here. We really are. I'm looking forward to it. Elbaf just gets more and more stacked as we talk about it. Oh man, I don't know. Have I hyped you up for Elbaf, or do you just think I'm a crazy man talking out my arse? Which, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. You're probably right there. To be honest with you, I'm not gonna disagree with that. No, I don't think it's my place. But God, this chapter has got me so hyped. I have never been more hyped in a while. Rayleigh, at the very least, I hope Rayleigh shows up at Elbaf. You know, because then we get a Shanks Rayleigh interaction, Luffy Rayleigh interaction, even Jinbei Rayleigh. I just want to see Rayleigh interact with everyone. I think that'd be so cool, especially after all the Joy Boy stuff. What if he has a little scuffle with Rayleigh? Oh, man, it'd be so cool. And it would also tie into the Hachinosu stuff I was talking about. Elbaf is just going to be hype. Oh my god. This chapter, man. This chapter. There's not much else I can say. It got me all hyped. But again, as I was saying, what do you guys think of this idea of Elbaf? Are you excited for something else? Are you the Davy backfight kind of guy, right? Do we think that's going to be a thing with the red hair pirates? What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. And with that being said, see you all next time, yeah? Goodbye.